Hellos and welcomes everyone, AnthWolf here with more Pillars of Eternity. It has been about 2 weeks since I've last recorded any of this. As I mentioned in one of my Let's Talk videos, I was getting a new desktop, and this is the first recording I'm doing on it, so I'm going to be a bit rusty in the game, and from the previous videos to this video, the quality may be slightly different as I work through, obviously, the differences in the recording levels, basically. But, yeah, this is interesting. We've had an issue with Defiance Bay, which is the reason why I didn't record for, basically, after part 50, I believe it was. Every time I was trying to leave Crucible Keep and returning to First Fires here in Defiance Bay, the game would crash between the loading screen. So, I had an issue because, obviously, when we were leaving the Crucible Keep here, we had a quest to go to Dunryd Row in Brackenbury and speak to the people who would test out, or check out, sorry, the Affadivat, I believe the word is. It's this one. To identify if Penhelm's Affadivat here is truthful or not, if it's legit. So I did travel there, and from there you can travel back to First Fires. I believe it was, at least. Oh, I think we were maybe heading our way back to Copper Lane, actually, to complete the quest that way. And the game crashed on me again, so unfortunate little disclaimer, but there you go, it's out the way now, and let's just get back to playing the game, and hopefully it plays nice for us. So as I say, I know what's going to be happening for the first 10 minutes or so, but we'll see how things go. I'm quite enjoying my new system. I'm hoping it plays nice. Like there, on my old system, it would have crashed for some reason. Whether or not there's been an update patch.
Is it very cold? What creatures wander the tundra? How are your leaders chosen?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Well, that's just to get us started. Let me get out some parchment for notes.
Ask whatever you want. If I don't know, I'll make something up.
So yeah, I'm quite enjoying my system so far. I'm recording now. I was recording on 30 frames per second. Now I'm recording on 60. I'm not sure if that'll be very noticeable in the videos, but I thought I might as well try to push it to its limits and see where things go. Oh, we can just leave this way. So we are on our way now to Brackenbury. Take us 15 minutes in game time. In fact, we might as well check on our stronghold as well to see how things are going there. I think we've passed this already, turn 10. What were we reconstructing? The towers. That's of course right now we were going to go into the 2 curtain walls here. Okay. So Dunryd Row is actually this building here, which I don't think's marked on the map. Oh, Hadrit House, it is.
Vale. I grew up in Gilded Vale. Quaint. That's what I meant to call it. No, you had it right.
Oh, we missed some of the flavor text. Let's do a quick save. Let's pop in here. I think there's a couple of people we can talk to and a couple of chests we can help ourselves to. There's one chest in particular I remember, which we can't open right now, but hopefully once we've leveled up we'll be able to check it out. Curran's wasting his time with those disappearances. And there's Curran. A link, yes, I'm certain of it. Curran is the gentleman we need to speak to concerning Penhelm, and obviously the quest for the hereditary armor. See if there's anything on this table worth taking. Remember that if it's highlighted red, we will be stealing. Lady Webb is in charge of Hadrit House, but she rarely deals with anyone personally. There's no secrets in Defiance Bay, not while we're around. Curran's wasting his time on those disappearances again. Let's do another quick save. Let's speak to Curran. The Olin man is surrounded by books and scrolls. His wiry hair stands nearly on end and his ears prick up as you approach. You carry whispers, Cad Nuria, Gilded Vale, old voices indeed. How did you know? As a cipher, it's my job to know these things. You carried a whiff of ancients. What else can you tell me? Not as much as I would like, unfortunately. My duties for Lady Webb require me to focus my talents elsewhere. What brings you to Dunryd Row? It's concerning this Affadivat. Is it, real? It's signed by you. He holds the page but seems to stare through the words as if at something woven in the fabric of the paper. I remember Penhelm, a preening peacock of a man, his mouth dry and his hands moist when I told him he was a sole descendant of an Adrian general, one who'd fought against Hadrit's rebellion. A forgery, and not the first I've seen, but I've no time for the knights and their obsessions. Bring this to his commander Clive and show him the seal. If he compares it with another, he should be able to spot the difference. Doom a man for the soul the gods give him? Seems rather unfair. Looks as though you could use some help, Curran. Not at liberty to discuss my work, unfortunately. Dunryd Row ears only. A civilian would need the confidence of Lady Reb before I could share. Tell me about your skills. I check for soul connections, looking for lost things, missing things, or troublesome things, particularly when people of power and influence are concerned. I am a cipher. In Yeglan faith we were known as the Brishhaglin, Mind Hunters. Nice title, yes, but it wasn't until the Animanters began working with my kind 40 years ago that we truly understood our power. I don't know why, but Curran, I'm putting a voice kind of like Mordrin from the Mass Effect series. Talks very fast and very intelligent, but you need to be take your time and understand what he means. Now we make some of the best detectives in the world. Tracing souls, we can look at a person and see where they've been, or look at a weapon and see who has touched it. Useful for solving crimes, as you can imagine. Farewell. So we can return to Commander Cliver now and ask him to compare Penhelm's soul lineage to someone else's to see if it's true. And there's a few things in here. There's a chest, and there's this wardrobe.
I'll see what I can find.
I think we have 5 mechanics.
I can do that. That's settled.
So we'll just take all these goodies. We'll come back when we have the 6 mechanics. I imagine we can get that when we level up. We have a spear, but there's too many people in here. Affixed to the wall are leads in a case involving apparently a caravan that disappeared on the way to New Heya.
Too long has it been since we made camp.
Endurance is tired once again. Surprise, surprise. Oh. We have some mead there, if we wish to help ourselves. But we'll go upstairs, see what else is around we can investigate. I think this is where Lady Webb is as well, but we can't go in and see her unless she calls for us, basically. Scroll of Ray of Fire. And 28 more coinage. The Most Unfortunate Tale of Affadivat and Bernat. We see a lot of that book, actually. If Lady Webb wants to see you, she'll send for you. Yeah, pretty much. Scroll of Revival. Even more copper, but that's a nice amount. But I don't think people will ever let us stay in here. There's will activate their fast mode. And one last room.
Let's see what lies this way.
There you go. Do I feel bad for robbing people? Not in the slightest. And it looks like Ada wants to speak to us, actually. I think he's wanted to speak to us since we discovered the shrine in Crucible Keep.
Strange place for a shrine to Abidan, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me some about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmithing and about the revolution and about tradition. Talk about the golem like he created the Crucible Knights in his forge to go win Deerwood's independence. Then they join and it turns out all any of those knights ever talks about is when they're going to get recognised as a real knighthood. When are we going to get our titles in our land? Their High Justice wants to be an earl. Says it's Abaddon's will. He's got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it, saying Abaddon told him to. They don't seem all that bad. They're keeping peace in Defiance Bay. There is a kernel of something good in there, I think. Some good people wanting to do right by each other. Trouble is, they're heading away from it.
Yeah.
And now we can leave. And we have friends. Penhelm.
Ah, the life of a traveler. So many ruins to uncover, places to see.
Indeed. Though after 5 years, I'll be ready for a break.
It is true. You have been at it far longer than I. Where will you go next, when you have all the world to choose from?
Home, of course.
Right, it looks like we're going to be in a situation here. Hopefully not a violent one. Yeah, right. So, you have your claymore out, good. Hopefully we can get ourselves into some sort of position.
Following your lead.
Oh, good.
Huh? Of course.
Ah, crud. You just talked to that little cipher, did you? One of my initiates told me he'd seen someone in the records room. Give it to me, I've done nothing to you. Your superiors deserve to know the truth. What truth? That over a century ago I was some Adrian who's dust in the ground now? I'll ask you one more time. Give that back. I'm not interested in fighting you. Then you should have minded your own business. I won't let you destroy my career over this. Great. Okay then, if that's how you're gonna be. And we should have rested. Of course we should have rested.
Huh? Hey.
Right. Let's get some targeting done. Okay. Not good. They've broken through the front line already. You've been mocked, haven't you? You have. Good. He just took a lot of damage. And he didn't seem to care. Let's see if we can put some shields up of some kind. Why is he going to be affected?
Fiery or of a god!
You're in trouble. Get in here. bugger. Not good. Need to keep him alive. Let's keep casting heal spells. Who are you targeting? You, who are marked. Good. Yeah, that works. Right. Engage, engage. Yeah, that works. Let's try to spell out. We haven't actually seen this Pillar of Judgment. Let's see if we can knock down... Oh, no. Yeah, that's the one I want to use. Knock down. Ow, you knocked me down instead. Okay. Heal yourself again. You're in trouble. Yep. Well, you're kind of surrounded, Penhelm, so good luck to you. Let's mark him. Why don't you switch your weapons out? We could have summoned so many things using Kana. I keep forgetting to use his abilities, actually.
I bring your end.
Let's end this! With AnthWolf.
Rogue Knight.
I'd say it's time to get a campfire going and let sleep follow.
I know, Durin, sorry. But you're the only one who went down, so it went a lot better than the last time I tried to do this section. And we have a lot of goodies to play with. And Balmung has enough experience to level up.
I'd gladly shoulder the load, but the pack won't hold anymore.
And we picked up the heirloom armor from Penhelm's body. Penhelm has been dealt with and the breastplate is now my possession. Ostric will want to know the outcome, and Ostric is a gentleman in the expedition hall. So we'll go do that now, actually. We'll throw in a quick save down. I think everyone else is quite close to leveling up in addition. But yeah, that was quite stupid of them to fight me in public. I know it's night time and all. What time is it? Midnight, actually, I guess. Hour 24. Yep, so we're heading to Copper Lane and take us 20 minutes to get there. We'll go rest up first in the Goose and Fox. Where have we entered? Oh, from this doorway. Okay. Yeah, it seems like the young lad was here. I forgot what his name is. Gordy? He has lost his fingers after playing with that knife. There was a town cry. I think it was in First Fires who mentioned it. Let's turn fast mode off. Let's do another quick save and let's talk to Bishop.
Well met, friend.
Can I get a room? Oh, we'll just sleep in the common room. Do I like that flame effect? I know it might be one weird thing for me to point out quite often, but for the non-relevant information, I do actually work in a fireplace showroom, so flames kind of draw my attention. So let's look at our character sheet right now. Yeah, Sagani's the furthest away from leveling up. But that's not by much. Is there anything else we need to do? Could we sell anything to you? Yes, we can. Sell these breastplates. Is there anything else? Plate armor we'll keep so we can maybe enchant it later. Yeah, that'll do. We can hire adventurers. Sure. Oh! Interesting. So that's how you create other characters in this game. You can hire adventurers. And then, I guess you use them to, Huh. Okay. Well, actually, why don't we do that? Why not we try? Let's hire ourselves an adventurer. We'll hire a level 4 one. Might as well. We'll make a female character. She can be a member of the godlike race. We'll make this fast. I should take my time with this, really, to be honest, but... Oh, so we can change the body types as well. Interesting. Make you an elf body type, godlike. And... we shall make you... a fighter. Should we? Well, what don't we have right now in our party? Well... I've got a ranger. I don't have a rogue. Just yet. Yeah, we'll have a rogue in our party. Okay. Where should we be from? This is not really too important, apart from obviously the bonuses you get. Is there one for a lot of stealth? The colours are fine. Oh, we have different head appearances. I like the original one, actually. That kind of works.
Eh? I've got this. After him! Quickly and quietly.
Sure. And... call you... Lovely. Cool. Once a character has been dismissed from the party, they will return back to the Blackhound Inn in Glilda Vale or your stronghold. Right. Interesting. Well, I'll end this video here. We've made an interesting character. When we come back, though, before we return to the expedition hall, we'll look at doing this average adventure. And...
well met, friend.
how do you... you must be at the stronghold to recruit or dismiss adventurers. But we could send Laurelie to do it. I would probably like to get her leveled up first, though, in case she dies horribly. I wonder if I can do it from here. Yeah, okay. So, from the stronghold... you're meant to only be able to do this from the stronghold, but actually being at the inn allows you to mess around with it. So there we have.
Yeah.
We have our new character. So that's kind of maybe a bug. Maybe that shouldn't be possible for me to do. But I am going to abuse it as much as possible.
Well met, friend.
Because what I would like to do is get everyone up to level 6, then switch out to Loralee, get her to level 4, and then maybe send her on this average adventure by herself and see what trouble she can get into. And we can try out that game mechanic and see what rewards we get. So yeah, I will end this video here. I hope you've all enjoyed. As I say, this is the new setup I have. So far the game has seemed perfectly smooth. I think I've noticed a bit of a gameplay difference in and of myself, but I could be mistaken. It has been 2 weeks since I last played the game. Looks like our custom setup is a little messed up there, but we'll look at that next time. So yeah, feel free to put comments below, tell me what you think, and I will see you for more Pillars of Eternity in the future. I'll say it once I get back to my regular rhythm of recording. So I'll see you for more in the future, as I said. Bye bye now.